My name's Sam Schultz, and we are in the team competition stage now for the 22nd International Racquetball Tour. We have the number 2 seeded women's team in Team Argentina versus the number 7 seeded Dominican Republic. This is the women's team play. Playing for Team Argentina is Valeria Centellas, and for the Dominican Republic, Maria Cespedes. We're joining you halfway through game number 1 here. Argentina leads 7-2. Timeout on the court for the Dominican Republic. We'll take a timeout and be right back on the other side of this commercial break. Welcome back. My name's Sam Schultz, and in the booth with me later on today, we will have Gustavo Farrell and Gary Mazarov. In the court before us right now, we have the 2-seeded Argentinian women's team playing for them. Valeria Centellas playing for the Dominican Republic, Maria Cespedes. This is the first matchup between these two teams. They are both the 2-seeded players for their respective teams. It is a best 2 out of 3 for the team play. This is the first match being played against these two teams. Second match that will be played between these two teams is Maria Jose Vargas singles versus Miss Delgado from the Dominican Republic. If needed, we will see a tiebreaker of women's doubles later on today. The winner of this will go on to face the winner of Bolivia and Chile. 4-7. We do apologize. Our scoreboard went down halfway through our broadcast streaming yesterday afternoon. Have yet to be able to repair that. 5-7. Our head referee for this match is Jaime Martel. Done a great job so far. We are in the quarterfinals, so we do have our VAR system in place. Players can appeal, and they will review the call via our replay system. Good serve right there from Centellas. Better pass by Dominican Cespedes. Starting at 9:45, we will have men's singles team competition. Samuel Murray versus Carlos Kelly. That's Canada versus Bolivia. Then we'll have women USA versus Guatemala, Argentina, Costa Rica, Chile, Bolivia, USA, Ecuador. Those are all of the quarterfinal matches. We'll have 3 semifinal matches in the team competition to round out the day. Quarterfinals for the women so far: Mexico versus Canada, 1-8. Guatemala versus the U.S., 5-4. Bolivia and Chile, the 3-6. And the matchup we're seeing right now, Argentina versus the Dominican Republic. Argentina 2, Dominican Republic 7. Timeout on the court. We'll take 1-2 in the booth. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here 1 minute in the IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks. Time in on the court, 8 serving 8, Dominican Republic and Maria Cespedes in the box. Trying to take a 1-game-to-none lead over Argentina. Rally scoring, playing to 11. Great half power shot right there by Valeria Centellas. Centellas, high lob, right side. Cespedes up top. Centellas up top. Cespedes shooting, brings it down. Centellas, good get on that right-hand side. Cespedes set up. Another good get by Centellas. And Cespedes puts that one away, gets herself back in the box. 9 serving 9. For the women's and men's team competition, for the quarterfinal round, the number 2 singles players are playing first, then the number 1 singles. That doubles is reserved for if needed play here in the quarterfinals. Once again, everything's best 2 out of 3 between the teams. Right now, Cespedes on a roll. We have game point number 1 here, 10 serving 9, Dominican to Argentina. Centellas up top, Cespedes shooting, brings it down. Good get by Centellas, and shooting twice was Cespedes. She cashes in on the second attempt. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here in 2 minutes. The IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks.
Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels with early registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. While we have a timeout on the court, we'd like to take this time to thank some of our sponsors for this tournament. The Pan Am Sports Channel, UT Health San Antonio, Mike and Karen Grizz, Cheryl Kirk, Cindy Tilbury, Sandy Rios, Dean Shearer, Sudsy Monchik, Leo Ray Vasquez, the YMCA of the greater San Antonio area, Splathead.com, the official racquetball apparel of these 22nd International Racquetball Federation Championships, the Gearbox Ball, our official ball all week long, USA Racquetball for being great hosts here in the States, and Pro Kennex and Mike Martinez. They are our official racket of these games. This is the 22nd International Racquetball Federation World Championships for racquetball. Here in the women's side of the team competition, we have a total of 13 teams competing. Now we are in the quarterfinals. Valeria Centellas is going to appeal that one. Replay the call by Jaime Martel. Going to go to the replay monitor, get some assistance from his assistant referee. They're appealing for an avoidable is Centellas. This is the road to Chengdu, the World Games of 2025, August 7th through the 17th. In 2025, racquetball will be a part of the World Games. It's a qualifying event for these teams to make their bid for the World Games. It's a replay, first serve, no harm, no foul. 0-0. Drive serve, left-hand side, screen. It'll be a second serve now. See if the third time's a charm in getting this rally and game 2 in motion. Lob serve, backhand, half lob. Cespedes off the back wall. Cool, calm, and collected was Cespedes shooting that one, but unable to put it away. Gets Argentina and Centellas in the service box and on the board first in game 2. Drive Z, leaves it off the back wall. Cespedes puts it cross court and away. Cespedes in the box. Drive serve right, comes up short. Once again, this is the number 2 seeded for each women's team. This is the number 2 women for each team. Playing here for Argentina in the pink, Valeria Centellas. For the Dominican Republic in all black is Maria Cespedes. She's on top. She won game 1, 11-9. On top game 2, 2-1. Jam serve. And swing and a miss. Handcuffed. That fastball in on the hands of Centellas. Drive Z that time from Cespedes. Good get. This will be a setup. Centellas off the back wall. Centellas doing everything she could just to get it back up. It's a replay called. Visible frustration coming from Cespedes, knowing she could have done more with it when she had the opportunity. Drive Z, this one short. And rolling on a river is Argentina right there, trying to get herself back in the box and build some momentum. Centellas, drive Z, 3 walls. It'll be a second serve. Centellas, the younger of the 2 opponents here in the court, graduated from juniors not too long ago. Cespedes played juniors for the Dominican Republic. That serve short. Second serve now for Cespedes and the Dominican. Dominican enters team play as the 7th seed, Argentina the 2. However, Cespedes has the Dominican out to an early lead in team play as they took game 1. Centellas finds herself back in the box now, trying to find an effective serve to do against Cespedes. That one will work. Setup. Centellas can't put it away. Cespedes does and gets herself back in the box. Coaching staffs from both teams here early in the morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Gary and Gustavo will be joining us here at 9:45 Central Standard Time, and we will be streaming all day. Our last scheduled match of streaming is for 4:30 p.m. Central Time. Should end around 5:15 or 5:30. Those will be semifinals of both men's and women's. We're getting through the quarterfinals and the semifinals here today, leaving the finals for both men's and women's competitions tomorrow, as well as the closing and award ceremonies. Bring you that via our live stream on Pan Am Sports and our YouTube and Facebook channels of the IRF. 7 serving 4. Maria Cespedes holds the lead here in game 2 after winning game 1. Centellas had to go up top. Cespedes boxed her out beautifully like a basketball player. Everything about that legal here in racquetball, as long as it's your ball to shoot. Uses strategy to perfection, did Cespedes. 8-4 lead when we come back on the other side of this timeout on our IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go save yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you wanna go save yourself.
Yeah, you gon' need 100 men, 100 scopes, 100 cans, just for you to watch what I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, them seeds to win the running man. Just want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 bands. Yeah, what I supply is always in demand. The throne is mine.
Rise and shine, Colorado. Celebrate the 48th annual Colorado Springs Labor Day Liftoff in Memorial.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Sam Schultz. For all the IRF staff, referees, and officials here in our greater San Antonio area, we'd like to thank you for tuning in this morning to early team play coverage. We have the Dominican Republic up a game and up in game two, 8-4 over Argentina. This is the women's side of the team play competition. Maria Cespedes representing the Dominican Republic and Valeria Centellas representing Argentina. These are the number 2 slots for the women in our team competition. Great shot right there by Maria Cespedes. If you'd like to be able to see these brackets and draws, you can log on to the International Racquetball Federation website. You can also go through the Texas Racquetball website. Either way will get you to these men's and women's team competitions. Cespedes, a beautiful backhand pinch right there. She goes up 10-4. Game point opportunity number 1 here for the Dominican and Cespedes. Cespedes, mid-level backhand lob, put away beautifully by Centellas. Centellas now back in the box, changing up the area in which she drive serves from, moving to more of a traditional center spot for that drive serve. Cespedes up top, high lob Z. It's a good one. Set up. Centellas. And she skips that one in. Cespedes and the Dominican will take game 2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here in 2 minutes, the IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks, for the continuation of this match against Argentina and the Dominican Republic.
Y la salida doble con doble. Ahora sí se prepara para la salida.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the start of Game 3 upon us. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Mike and Karen Grizz, Cheryl Kirk, Cindy Tilbury, Sandy Rios, Dean Shearer, Sudsy Monchik, Leo Ray Vasquez. In the court before you, you have the Argentinian Valeria Centellas in pink. You have in the back in black Maria Cespedes for the Dominican Republic. She holds a 2-0 lead over Argentina. This is the women's team play competition. The first match between these two teams on the women's side. Cespedes shooting from the back to no avail, and Centellas will get on the board first here in game number 3. Centellas, the drive serve again to the right side. That time Cespedes puts it away beautifully in that right-hand corner. Good jam serve by Cespedes. Had success with it early in game 1. Now going back to it here in game 3, awards her point number 2. She leads 2-1. Up top goes Centeas, down low goes Cespedes. Centeas guessing incorrectly on that one, couldn't come up with it. Cespedes, another drive, another jam. Cespedes trying to put it away, and she does, just out of the reach of Centeas, and the visible and audible frustration now coming from Valeria Centeas from Argentina. Half lob, backhand by Cespedes. She's going to shoot this one and does. It's all Cespedes early here in game 3. It'll be a quick timeout from Team Argentina and Centeas, and we'll take 1-2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the court before you, you have the Dominican Republic and Argentina's side of the women's team play competition. The Dominican Republic once again entering as the 7th seed, Argentina as the 2. Maria Cespedes for the Dominican trying to upset the Argentinian Valeria Centeas. Centeas down 2-0 in this one so far. Scores have been 11-9, 11-5 through the first 2. And we pick up the action here halfway through game number 3, where Maria Cespedes and the Dominican Republic lead 6-2. Sticking with that half lob is Cespedes. Good get off the back wall. Centeas, the setup. Cespedes, good get. Up top goes Centeas. Up top, Cespedes. See if Centeas shoots. She does, and skips. Cespedes and the Dominican now extending their lead, 7-2. That half lob has been highly effective from Maria Cespedes. That one skips in. Cespedes knows it. Centeas back in the box. Centeas, that high Z lob. Good shot right there from Cespedes. Gets away with the miss hit, rolls out nonetheless. They count all the same. Cespedes, good Z serve that time. She's going to try to shoot that one, skipping. Argentina and Centeas get back in the box at 4, serving 8. Trying to make something happen, trying to gain some momentum here in this match. She tries a jam serve of her own. Centeas tries putting it down the line left. And Cespedes shuts it down, but then she goes right and puts it away. 5 serving 8. Centeas, drive after drive, short after short. The one she has had success with is that jam. Both players. Success with that serve. Centeas can't come up with that one. Maria Cespedes goes wide angle and across court. Once again, coming up next for the team play competition, we'll have Team Bolivia versus Team Canada. Matchup of the number 2s right there will be Carlos Keller and Samuel Murray. Then we'll have more women's competition, USA versus Guatemala. Battle of the number 1s there in Kehlani Lawrence and Gabriel Martinez. Argentina, Costa Rica on the men's side. We'll have Diego Garcia and Andres Acuna. Then we'll have some doubles action from the quarterfinals of the team competition. If needed, doubles action. For the women's and men's, we suspect that it will be Chile and Bolivia, USA versus Ecuador. If those do not happen, we will end our morning stream at the 11:15 match and rejoin you at 3 p.m. We will try to bring you any doubles at those middle day times if we have the opportunity, assuming that some of these teams will need a third match to decide what team moves on. Centellas now, 2 points in a row. She's going to need a lot more till she's out of trouble. 7 serving 10. Going to need at least 3 more until she has the least bit of breathing room, but that drive serve will help out. Centellas wanted the forehand, takes the backhand, puts it away. And it'll be a timeout from the Dominican, and Maria Cespedes will take 1-2. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back here with exciting action from the third game of the women's team competition in 1 minute.
The Rocky Mountain State Games is Colorado's largest sports festival with over 12,000 athletes competing in more than 35 different sports. Athletes can compete in a variety of sports ranging from archery, basketball, ultimate frisbee, and lacrosse to figure skating, pickleball, soccer, and tennis. Registration is open now for athletes of all ages and skill levels with early...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the court before us, we have the 2-seeded Argentinians down 2-0. Centellas 8, Maria Cespedes 10 in game 3. Centellas already fended off 3 games points, trying to do a 4th right here. That lob serve chalks up off the side wall, but Christmas come early from Centellas as Cespedes skips that one in. 9 serving 10 now. Can she fend off a 5th straight match point opportunity by Cespedes? Another short serve. We'll see what Centellas goes with here. Another high lob. That one is not tight to the side wall at all. Maria Jose Cespedes and the 7th-seeded Dominicans will take the first match over the number 2-seeded Argentinian for the women team competition. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, we will have the matchup between the number 2 players for both countries in the men's team competition. That is Team Bolivia versus Team Canada. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. In about 10 minutes, we'll have that matchup for you. Gary and Gustavo will be here the rest of the way, the rest of the day. And we will have live action for you from San Antonio until about 5:15 p.m. tonight. We will look forward for you guys tuning in later on. For Sam Schultz, all the IRF staff, we are tuning out for now. We'll see you in about 10 minutes here on the IRF and Pan Am Sports Networks.
Registration discounts and youth scholarships available. Learn more at RockyMountainStateGames.org.